Not only did the Congress leader present what he called was proof of a concentrated and coordinated effort to remove 6,000 voters targeting the Congress supporters, but even paraded some of these, quote, deleted voters. He cited a specific case where a booth-level officer discovered that her uncle's vote had been deleted, only to find that the deletion was carried out by a neighbor who denied any involvement. This, Rahul Gandhi argued, indicated that an external force had hijacked the process. Now, the Election Commission has firmly rejected these allegations, asserting that no deletion of votes can occur online and that attempts to delete electors in Aland was actually unsuccessful. But is this enough? Can it be denied that the vote chori campaign has sparked a wider debate about the integrity of the electoral process in India? Are such attempts, if any, to change voter lists met with adequate action? For now, one can't help but think whether there's more than meets the eye. And we'll take that question and more up with our guest joining us in just a bit. So, Vote Chori 2.0 is the first big debate coming up on Plain Speak. Remember, Rahul Gandhi reminded there's another version, the hydrogen bomb, that is yet to be dropped soon. But what do these new charges mean for the EC and particularly the CEC, who Rahul Gandhi targeted specifically? Coming up also on the show, there's been outrage over the CJI's Remark over the Vishnu idol. We debated that yesterday, but today we have noted Supreme Court lawyer Vishnu Shankar Jain joining us with his thoughts on the pattern of the mindset in the judiciary. Also, exclusively later today, I speak to Grand Swiss champion R. Vaishali from that powerful family, and she talks about much more and not just what she's won just recently. First, let's break down the latest fights between Rahul Gandhi and the Election Commission. Now, Rahul Gandhi claims that the Election Commission tried to delete 6,018 votes in Karnataka's Aland constituency. He said this is very much in cahoots with the EC. There is some external force, but clearly they know about it and they're trying to protect. The poll panel, of course, says that while attempts were made for this alleged deletion, they were unsuccessful. It was caught well before anything could be executed, and an FIR was also filed in the matter. Rahul had further claimed today that mobile numbers from outside the state were used to delete these voters online. Election Commission maintains that no vote can be deleted online by any member of the public. Rahul alleges that Karnataka CID has so far sent 18 letters to the poll body over the course of the last 18 months, but the response was not received from the EC. The EC maintains that FIR was filed and probe is underway. Also, Rahul Gandhi had added that vote deletion attempts were being made through centralized call centers. The Election Commission says affected persons are heard before any deletion of any kind can occur. Therefore, there is a fail-safe that is already available. But despite the clarification, Rahul Gandhi refused to budge. Remember, this also went online earlier today. He dug his heels further, and after the Election Commission's clarification, later came out to ask more questions. He said, after Aland fraud came to light, the local EC official filed an FIR, but the CID investigation was blocked by the CEC. He said Karnataka CID has written 18 letters in 18 months requesting all incriminating evidence, but that too has been blocked by the CEC. Rahul asked the Karnataka EC has sent multiple requests to ECI to comply with the investigation, but they have been blocked by the current CEC. Details of destination IP, device ports and OTP trails have been withheld and allegedly blocked by the CEC, which is why his attack was firmly on Gyanesh Kumar today, that under his nose or while he is in office, these investigations are not being allowed to go forward, and which is why he said that the CEC is responsible for supporting those who are murdering Indian democracy. For the benefit of our viewers, let's just play out the numbers as far as the two constituencies mentioned by Rahul Gandhi earlier today are concerned. Aland constituency, the turnout was 59% in 2023. The Congress candidate won by a margin of 10,348 votes with 89,508 votes in total. The BJP candidate, of course, won 79,160 votes. The Congress candidate also told CNN News 18 that he could have lost had these deletions not been caught. Rahul Gandhi also raised Maharashtra's Rajpura assembly polls during his briefing today, claiming that 6,850 fake additions were made during the 2024 elections. This is something he has said in the past as well. but the BJP candidate Deora Bongle won with a margin of only 3,054 votes. So he is of course alleging that barring these additions that were made to support the BJP, the candidate would not have won. So first it was the matter of addition in one constituency in Madhepura in Karnataka, now the dilution in Alan. Is there more than meets the eye as far as processes are concerned, regardless of who has won these contests? That debate is coming up.
Constituency in Karnataka, 6,018 votes. Somebody got caught deleting 6,018 votes. And it was caught, like most crimes, by a coincidence.
That Yanesh Kumar is protecting the people who are doing it.
उस बेटियों के वोट को बचाने के लिए इनफिल्ट्रेटर फर्स्ट पॉलिटिक्स इज द सोल एजेंडा ऑफ मिस्टर राहुल गांधी एंड कांग्रेस पार्टी.
कोई बम ला दे, जैसे एक फुस हो गया ना पटाखा निकला कर्नाटक वाला, ये भी फुस हो गया.
Let's go across to our guest joining us, RP Singh from the BJP, Arshprit Kadiyal of the Congress Party with us, Sanjeev Srivastav is a political analyst, and Yuvraj Pukarna, columnist, is also with us. Let me begin with RP Singh. The Congress has said that there is an investigation that is pending as far as the Aland case is concerned. The local CEO, the election officer, the CID, all are asking for further proofs from the ECI. But under Gyanesh Kumar, the CEC, those proofs are not forthcoming. Why don't we expedite such investigations so that it actually bolsters the faith of the public in the electoral process?
Tell me one thing. Election Commission has Election Commission filed FIR on this matter on 1st of February 2023 or not? And when Ganesh Kumar was not even the EC, then it was filed by then Election Commission. That need to be pursued. But they are trying to make a noise out of nothing. And then I am not answering this. Election Commission is answering each and every question of the Rahul Gandhi. Earlier they have said, when Rahul Gandhi raised the earlier questions in his first so-called Pataka bomb or the Sutli bomb which got busted, they said it is misleading, and people who mislead are known as bluff masters. But now they have said that it is incorrect. They have stamped it on the Election Commission Twitter handle, and then they have said no deletion of any vote can be done online by any member of the public as misconceived by Shri Rahul Gandhi. In 2023, certain unsuccessful attempts were made for deletion of electors in Aland Assembly constituency, and FIR was filed by authorities of the ECI itself to investigate the matter. Third, as this is Election Commission, as per record, Aland Assembly constituency was won by Subhad Gattar BJP in 2018 and B.R. Patil, the case
Yes.
which is being referred to.
No,
in
yes,
2023.
I've run the EC's clarification. What they haven't clarified today, RP Singh, and as a political party, you should also ask this question, no? What happened to that FIR? Congress's very targeted claim is that proofs are only not being provided. EC will provide proofs, no?
No. FIR has been filed by the Election Commission. Why will Election Commission file a FIR? And once Election Commission is saying that it can't be tampered with, no one can tamper with no one can tamper with the Election Commission voter list also. Everyone knows that no one can delete votes from the Election Commission until unless he fills the form number 6 or form number 7, and that is further authenticated and verified by the BLO and BLAs.
No, that is fine. It
what
may
is
not have
happening
happened.
is- this is-
RP saying it may not have happened, but the question is what happened to the investigation? Was anybody caught? Furthermore, the charge of the Congress party is that the investigation is not being allowed to go forward because they're withholding the evidences. They don't want the truth to come out. Shouldn't the Election Commission explain that?
They should. Okay. They should then hold the local election commissioner responsible for that. They should have done the appropriate whatever action has to be taken. They should have taken the action against the local election commissioner, the local authority there in the election commission.
No,
they have not done so since
no, they are
2023.
saying even the local election commissioner is asking the central ECI body to share proofs. But the CEC, that's their charge. That the CEC is not letting it happen. Let me bring in Ashprit. Yes, very quickly, sir.
No. So in that case, they can arrest that man. They can arrest that man, but they won't do that. But let me tell you, Shivangi, give me a second. Let me tell you the real reason behind it. Let's understand the real reason behind it. What did Rahul Gandhi said? Saving Loktantra is not my job. My job is to oppose BJP. That's what it is. They want to create anarchy. They want to create unrest in the country on basis of fakery and falsehood.
Okay, I'll come to that.
They think they can,
Sir, on the
what
larger
happened in Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Nepal in India.
Sir, on the larger issue, I'll come back to you, but let me bring in Ashprit Kadial as well. Ashprit, once again, the question that will be asked is that even today, when Rahul Gandhi was asked, okay, are you going to take this forward legally? Let's say there's a case ongoing, certainly appeals can be made, courts can be knocked on to say, okay, this needs to be expedited, the ECI must be forced to provide certain proofs. But when he was today asked, the last time you were asked about the affidavit, this time will you fight a legal case, he says, it's not my job. Then who will do it? Somebody from the Congress party has to do it.
Thank you, Shivani, for the question. Please allow me a minute and a half uninterrupted. Number one, when Mr. Gandhi has spoken on the record, everything has been said on record. It is out there, and we don't understand why the Bharatiya Janata Party has been demanding an affidavit. It's already out there. Number two, when Mr. Advani back in the day had questioned EVMs in 2008, 9, 10, did he ever tender any affidavit to support his statements, to support his claims? No. If you want to make amends to it, Mr. Advani could maybe submit an affidavit tomorrow, and the Bharatiya Janata Party could start practicing what it has been preaching. Number three, coming to the topic. Number one, now what's happening is that the Bharatiya Janata Party, without even looking into our claims, has started dismissing it. Why is the Bharatiya Janata Party so bewildered? These are questions for the Election Commission. But why are you coming to defend it? And number two, the Bharatiya Janata Party should have rather
we are not defending it.
Well, please don't interrupt me. I interrupt you. So the Bharatiya Janata Party should have
don't accuse me of wrongdoing. Na. I never defended it. No one from the BJP defended it. Just the Election Commission was defended and then put the correct figure and correct status of the detail.
Okay, fair enough. The Election Commission itself has come out and clarified the charges that have been made today, and they did it fairly quickly today, to be honest. Yes, Ashprit, go ahead.
Thank you. So number one, the Bharatiya Janata Party, instead of dismissing it at the very outset, they should have come forward and said that we won't let even a single voter's name be deleted. We'll stand by these people. And if 16,018 names have been deleted, numbers much higher. This is the bare minimum. We'll ensure that if there's any issue, if there's any concern, we'll address it, we'll resolve it. But the Bharatiya Janata Party's stand is different. Number two, now how this came to be was when a booth level officer noted that her uncle's name was deleted, and when it was found out that a neighbor had deleted it, and when the neighbor was confronted, he said, I don't know of any deletion. That's when it came to be, and after that, Mr. Gandhi presented Lady Godabai, who said fake logins were created in Godabai's name, and the lady did not even know that 12 names had been deleted.
They weren't deleted. No, let's be fair.
Number two.
Ashprit, no, you continue. But let's be fair.
Attempts were made.
Number two, yes.
Number two, Surya Kant, another person, attempts were made to delete 12 voters in 14 minutes. And other than that, Karnataka CID. Now, the Bharatiya Janata Party was saying, why do you not write it to the Election Commissioner of India? Why are you raising these questions? Now, the Karnataka CID wrote in the last 18 months, wrote 18 letters to the...
I never said, why don't you write? I said, why don't you arrest the man?
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about other party leaders. The Bharatiya Janata Party...
Go and arrest the man.
Number two, I'll interrupt you from the next time onwards, Mr. R.P. Singh. Number two, Karnataka CID wrote 18 letters.
Don't spread lies. Don't put words into my mouth.
Not a single response came. We want to know why the Election Commission of India did not furnish the information to Karnataka CID.
No, so that's the question that I'm also asking.
Forms were filled. One concern, please. Shivani, I have a challenge for Mr. RP Singh. Two forms were filled in 38 seconds at 4:07 a.m. Will the Bharatiya Janata Party accept this challenge and try to fill those forms in 38 seconds or less? If you are able to do that, we'll take back our statement. If you're not able to do it, then you will accept it that
Okay.
it is a concern. It ought to be
No,
addressed.
I'm not
Last-
sure.
last.
One second. Well, Ashpit, I'll come back to you. I'm not sure it is the BJP's job to show whether it can be done or not. The
They are
question
dismissing it,
today,
na? They are challenging it.
obviously, they're dismissing a political charge that has also been made by Rahul Gandhi. Let's separate
So
the
they should-
political
they should
rhetoric
support it,
and
not by facts.
what the case on hand is. Let me go to Yuvraj Pukarna, who's also joining us. Yuvraj, don't you think, with this latest case, it's not a new case. The case was filed 2 years ago. So we've known about this. These allegations were made when this election was heard at that time also. The Congress candidate eventually won. He spoke to us earlier today and said, I may have not won if these deletions were not caught on time or the attempts were not caught on time. Don't you think in this case, there is very much a worry for common citizens and voters, and maybe there should be a better explanation that should come forward from the EC. Also of the fact that why are these cases not disposed of? Who's the culprit in this case? We should know.
Namaste everyone. Well, frankly, Shivani, anybody who has boots on ground knows that Election Commission of India is one of the most laziest bodies that we have, and I'm not sorry to confront this thing on live television because I believe our Loktantra is running on hire. We do not have dedicated workers for working for Election Commission. As and when election comes, they hire the current government machinery, school teachers, librarians, peons, etc., etc. And it is about the elitist mindset of Rahul Gandhi, who finds that he has found some kind of anomalies and revelations in the data of election commission. But anybody who knows election commission knows that election commission has, a lot of errors, a lot of issues. A person is registered, a person might be registered in 4 constituencies. For 15 persons, 15 laborers living in the same slum, share the same addresses. And we are witnessing some sordid times wherein the prestigious statutory position of leader of opposition is now fact checked by common citizens. The last time, few names are Gurkirat Singh Dung, Shakun Rani, Aditya Srivastav. Common people are coming and defending themselves, and Rahul Gandhi is out in the streets doxing people. And the culprit to me is the Election Commission of India. It is not the BJP, it is not the Congress. It is high time that Election Commission stops taking a grandstanding and starts working their lame workers.
Okay. Sanjeev Srivastav, what do you make of the fact that apart from allegations which are either in public domain or they were allegations made of vote additions, but nothing substantive came out of that? Many of the examples given in the last press conference were, those allegations were debunked. Apart from that, do you find great merit, some meat in what Rahul Gandhi is saying, or is this a rehashing of what we have already known? That yes, there are anomalies, but the Election Commission is saying one thing very categorically, that online voters cannot be deleted like this. There is a process. There is a fail-safe already available.
So, Shivani, I think you summed it up very well this evening in your intro when you put both sides of the coin. So, I'll be actually picking up the thread from there only. The issue is that the Election Commission needs to be like a Caesar's wife, needs to act like an independent body which is neither for this side or that side. And when questioned or confronted, it need not be combative, but it should be coming out and being seen as somebody who is taking that criticism on board and explaining with proper, reasoned scientific replies. Not saying baseless allegations, not like my friend RP Singh said, that incorrect stand on the press release. This is all, forgive my word, but this doesn't make much sense to common people. There are specific issues which Rahul Gandhi has raised. And just to pick one of the issues, even if like my fellow earlier panelist Yuvraj was saying that even if it's the laziest organization in the world, it doesn't, how more lazy can you get if you can't reply in 18 months those 3 questions being asked by the CID of Karnataka that give us the port destination, give us the OTP trail, and whatever the third thing is. So when they don't do such things, then it is very common for even somebody who is not necessarily prejudiced this way or that way, that doubts will arise. There will be shanka in mind. There will be confusion that why is this election commission so obstinate in its approach. Why is it trying to take on the leader of opposition? Its job is to answer convincingly.
But we
not just
discussed
the
this
LOB,
earlier
but
as well.
like me also.
No, one second,
So,
Sajeev. One
what
thing
is
is that today they have responded on the issue at hand also. They are saying that
this
these
is
are
not response.
incorrect.
Sorry.
They have
Shivani,
said...
it is not a response. See, attempt was made to delete names. They are saying that it is not possible to delete names. Now, that for a common man doesn't make sense. Because if the names were not caught, the deletion process was not caught, they would have well been deleted. So much for the election commission's claim.
But the second point you're raising is that don't be combative and you shouldn't make this
And
about
also,
But
give
Rahul
those three
Gandhi,
answers.
one second.
Give
But
those three answers. Give those three details, that OTP trail, data device thing, or just say that we are not made for that kind of investigation. We don't have the competence to register those details. At least come out clean. No.
Okay, no, but you said, Sanjeev,
Sanjeev,
Yuvraj, 1 second. But Sanjeev ji, you said that, don't make it about yourself or don't be so, combative. The reality also is that Rahul Gandhi is also making it extremely, personal about Gyanesh Kumar. He's saying
he's
that
not.
this man is
No,
the reason
that
why
he
this
made
is
it.
happening.
Sorry,
He's calling them
that-
in cahoots with the BJP. No
Shivani,
such link has been established.
Yes.
Because in this
Who
very
made it-
election in
who
Karnataka,
made
the
it
Congress
personal
won.
First? Who made it personal first? कि या तो affidavit दें या देश से माफी
That's not
मांगें.
personal, that's
Is
the
that
legal
Is that the
process.
job of Ganesh Kumar or
That
any
is the process,
CEC
sir.
for that matter?
That's the
Who
process,
made it
that's not
first?
personal.
So that was a personal remark.
No, but
Yeah, but
personal
देश से
remarks
माफी
were
मांगे.
made. Personal
That is the
remarks were
process, sir.
made by Rahul Gandhi also in his last press conference.
Okay, again, this is again leaving the main issue out. Main issue is the allegations raised, and the election commission is
Exactly.
not convincing. It is not convincing in its replies.
No, fair
Forget
enough. I
everything
buy
else.
that. But I am saying that on both sides, I think there should be a more mature discourse. Rahul Gandhi also cannot say, oh, I am a politician. I will not go any further than this. Let it, play out in the public domain.
Shivani,
Mind you, just yesterday we discussed how a Congress
We had-
MLA's election in Karnataka itself was invalidated because the losing BJP candidate fought a battle for 2 years. Now that
We
you
have
can't
to-
dismiss.
We have to be very innocent about life in general and in India, in particular Indian politics, to expect this kind of good grace and
Okay.
manners.
Okay.
That's no longer happening
All
anywhere.
right. Yes, Yuvraj, very quickly you wanted to come in, then our other guest.
I just want to add a few pointers to what Sanjeev ji said. Sanjeev ji, Election Commission has not been like this for the past 10 years. I'm sure you must be remembering the case of 2009, where former Chief Election Commissioner Gopal Swamy wrote to President of India. I think he wrote about 12 examples where he was citing Naveen Chawla's the loop breaks. And what the Congress did? Congress, in fact, promoted Naveen Chawla to Chief Commissioner of India. So there are such cases. There is one case of MS Gill Saab. So I don't think that it is a personal issue that germanes to the current election commission or Ganesh Kumar. This body has been shoddy and it has been always so.
Okay. RP Singh, please come in on this. There aren't sufficient answers coming in. And electors deserve better answers, particularly on the probe. That has not been sufficient today.
Well, Sanjeev Shiraz is a very old friend. Sanjeev, if I just now, I'm sorry you'll allow me to do this. If I right now say that I saw you pickpocketing, I'm accusing you of something. They're accusing Election Commission of pickpocketing. And Election Commission say, you will say that either I prove it on record or you will file a case against me. So that's what has happened. So, and then Shivani, here is Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi saying there are 70 lakh fake voters, manipulated voter lists being manipulated in Telangana. And Election Commission acted on it and deleted some 22 lakh votes from Telangana voter list thereafter. And Mr. Reddy was clapping and appreciating the Election Commission thereafter. So,
Okay. Is there enough
when it suits
evidence?
them, it's very good.
Yeah.
No. Also, Election Commission has categorically said it is misleading, it is incorrect. What do you want?
Okay. Is there enough evidence to suggest?
What can be more categorical than this?
Okay, fair enough. But Ashpreet, is there enough evidence to suggest that all elections, general elections, state elections, every seat, everything has been rigged? I don't think that case has been made out either. And the BJP alleges that this is just being done to initiate some sort of a street war in India. Let's not also overstate the case, no?
See, the fact of the matter is, Shivani, whether it be thousands or lakhs of names, whether it be one name, it cannot be allowed to happen. The Bharatiya Janata Party, the Election Commission, all of them should have been supportive of this issue. That if this is happening, we'll look into it and we'll ensure that this concern, this issue is resolved. However, we always see a very different approach. Why this hiding? Why this hide and seek? This brushing under the carpet? This diverting of attention? We only want to ask from the Bharatiya Janata Party that the applicants that have been filing for deletion of names, why are all of them at serial number 1? That is because of an automated program that has been put to use. Number 2, the people whose logins were being used to delete names, neither they were aware nor the ones whose names were being deleted, they were aware. So one last thing only. Top 10 booths with maximum deletions happen to be the Congress strongholds. It's a very specific, dedicated program that's being utilized to target Congress Party, to target Congress Party strongholds. So my only request is to the Bharatiya Janata Party, if you want to deny it, just accept the challenge. And the forms that I talked of.
But BJP is obviously not going to do that. It's not their job. But EC certainly should take up the challenge and say why this is not possible. If the questions... Okay, I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. I do thank our guests for joining us. Moving on, days after a bench led by Chief Justice B.R. Gavai dismissed a plea seeking directions to reconstruct and reinstall a 7-foot idol of Lord Vishnu at the Javeri temple in Madhya Pradesh and asked the petitioner to instead ask the deity to do something, Chief Justice of India B.R. Gavai has clarified his stance. He's saying that he respects all religions. The clarification follows massive outrage among members of the Hindu community over the remark. Earlier in the day, Vishwa Hindu Parishad also reacted to it, called it a mockery of beliefs of Hinduism, further adding that people have faith and trust in the courts and it is the duty of courts to ensure that this trust not only remains intact but also is strengthened. I also spoke to Supreme Court lawyer Vishnu Shankar Jain. He says it's not just about this one comment, but a pattern within the judiciary and its mindset. Listen. I also want to go across to noted Supreme Court lawyer, someone who fights a lot of these Hindu temple causes. Vishnu Shankar Jain is joining me on this entire controversy stemming from the comments. You must have heard them. You must have also seen the reactions, Vishnu, that are coming in. What are your first thoughts on the comments made by the CJI?
See, we have to first understand that if the Chief Justice of India, who is holding the highest judicial authority in this country, if he is making such kind of comment, then this entire Hindu society is very much pained by such comments. And the fact of the matter is that the petitioners who had approached the Honorable Supreme Court, what they were asking, they were only asking for restoration of Vishnu idol. Now, on the merits of the matter also, as per the ASI Act 1958, under Section 16, there is a provision that ASI is bound to fulfill the religious character of the place if it is a shrine. So ASI is not fulfilling its legal duty. So where is the rescue for a common citizen? The rescue is that you go and approach the law courts and seek your fundamental right remedies under Article 25. And precisely that's what the petitioner had done. So even if the Supreme Court is dismissing the matter, which I think was not right in the facts and circumstances of the case, but be that as it may, these kind of comments were unwarranted. And I must also tell you that there is a series of pattern of judicial discrimination which the members of the Hindu community are facing when it comes to legal remedies which are available to a larger section of the society.
So you yourself fight a lot of these cases. What do you mean by this series of pattern of discrimination against the majority faith?
See, we have to understand that if you remember, Shivani, during the time of COVID, there was Lord Jagannath Rath Yatra. First time in the Indian legal history, Lord Jagannath Rath Yatra was stayed. There was a huge outcry in the entire country and that interim order was vacated. But in the meantime, there was a Kawad Yatra which was taken out by the UP government. But that also was stayed on the ground of COVID pandemic. But at the same footing, when there was an issue of Bakrid procession in Kerala, same Honorable Justice Rohinton Nariman did not come and stay the Bakrid procession in Kerala. Now let me elaborate it further. In 2013, 4 state acts which had controlled Hindu temples in Andhra Pradesh, Pondicherry, Telangana, as well as Tamil Nadu were challenged before the Supreme Court in 2013, Shivani. The Supreme Court issued notice in the matter in 2013, and after 12 years of wait, the Supreme Court tells the Hindu petitioners that you go and approach the High Court. After 12 years. And the same Supreme Court, when the matter of Waqf was challenged, directly entertained the matter in the Supreme Court. Why not the same law for Waqf that go and approach the High Court? The question is, Shivani, I am speaking out of record. Please check. When the matter of a Shiv temple in Delhi was concerned, the Delhi High Court commented that Lord Shiv does not need our protection. Bhagwan Shiv ko hamare protection ki zarurat nahi hai. And the temple was erased. The order was upheld by the Supreme Court.
No,
but
in fact,
such kind of comments are not taken for any dargah, for any mosque, for any church. When it comes to Hindu temples, immediately if we approach the Supreme Court, they say that no, how you have directly come to the Supreme Court under Article 32. But such kind of matters, when it comes to demolition of Jahangirpuri, are directly entertained in the Supreme Court. So I, as a lawyer in the Supreme Court, I'm very strongly saying that we feel discriminated so far as our right under Article 32 is concerned. Because some section of the society, they get the remedy under Article 32. Some section of the society, they do not get. And kindly appreciate the mindset. As recently as 1 month, not just 1 month back, 10, 15 days back, a retired Chief Justice of Odisha High Court there was an occasion of his book launch. In his book launch, the retired judge of the Supreme Court, Justice Oka, Justice Rishikesh Roy, and other retired judges of the Supreme Court and Chief Justices of the High Court were sitting. Judges of the Delhi High Court were sitting, Shivani. And you know what was the poster? The poster in the backdrop was of Umar Khalid. That when will Umar Khalid get bail? And on the bail issues, the discussion was happening. Now, can you imagine when these people were in the functionary, were holding the constitutional post? What would be the mindset? So the question is, this comment is not an isolated comment. And let me also tell you, these two news organizations who are functioning in the Supreme Court, because of which you and I are debating today, this is just a selective comment. There are more such comments which are made but are not reported. This comment was reported, that's why it came in the public domain. But that's why I'm continuously saying that all court proceedings must be live telecasted. If Justice Chandrachud has made an observation in the Swapnil Tripaঠি's case that sunlight is the best disinfectant, then why not all court proceedings are live telecasted? Whenever we as Hindu dharmic lawyers, whenever we as Rashtra Dharm lawyers go and approach the Supreme Court, there are certain judges and certain courts which see us with a particular mindset. And you must appreciate, we are not dismissed on law. We are dismissed because of ideology. If today, आज मैं आपके चैनल पे अगर कोई बात बोलूं तो आप कहेंगे विष्णु जी आप लॉयर हैं, प्लीज स्पीक एज अ लॉयर. सो जो काशी का केस है, जो मथुरा का केस है, इसमें बहुत सारी लीगल रिसर्च थी, पर लीगल रिसर्च को सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने 12 दिसंबर को स्टे कर दिया. और स्टे क्यों किया? बिकॉज जस्टिस रोहिंटन नरिमन इन अहमदी फाउंडेशन लेक्चर सेट ये सारे केसेस चल ही नहीं सकते. सो पूरी एक गलत व्याख्या की जस्टिस रोहिंटन नरिमन ने राम मंदिर के केस के पूरे गलत व्याख्या की. 5 दिसंबर को मैं डेट बता रहा हूं और 12 दिसंबर को सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने सारे केसेस पर रोक लगा दी. जो सारे केसेस पर सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने रोक लगाई, दैट वाज नॉट अ लीगल ऑर्डर, दैट वाज एन आइडियोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर, बिकॉज अ पर्टिकुलर बेंच thinks that their ideology or their thought process of secularism, it does not sync with this. So issue is, जो research है, जो legal हमारी research है, जो हमारे issues है, that are not seen, that are brushed aside because of ideological issues. और अगर इस तरह के ideological issues चलते रहेंगे, तो this is just one comment that go and ask Lord Vishnu, go and pray to Lord Vishnu. Today I say that I pray to Lord Vishnu and Lord Vishnu ने मुझसे कहा है कि पूरे देश में आंदोलन करिए, अपने मंदिरों के लिए आंदोलन करिए, काशी मथुरा को मुक्त कराने के लिए आंदोलन करिए. तो फिर अगर हम आज कोर्ट का रास्ता छोड़ दें और हम ये कहें कि अब हमें भगवान विष्णु ने कहा है कि इसके लिए आंदोलन करना पड़ेगा, तो वी आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल सिटीजन्स ऑफ दिस कंट्री. We believe in the judiciary, but we have to be given equal respect when it comes to legal research.
There was a similar matter which was an issue about staying the demolition of a dargah In that, the court said that even though this is not centrally notified for the ACI, the court wanted the ACI to maintain the upkeep and do the maintenance. So there the court said that he passed an order to the ACI outside of the ACI's duty and when the other DD and other bodies were involved. So people will naturally ask, why not in this case?
See, you have to understand, one issue is with the court. The other very serious issue, Shivani, is with the ASI. Now, ASI is completely doing things which are completely illegal. Now, let me give you some demonstration and some illustrations. There is a Shiv temple in Ajanta Ellora Cave, Kailasha temple.
Yes.
You can check it. A huge shivling is there. ASI is not allowing the Hindu devotees to worship there. There is a huge Hindu mandir which is there in Bija Mandal. ASI has registered it as the Bija Mandal mosque and is not allowing Hindu plaintiffs as well as devotees to worship there. Now let us see what the law says. As per the ASI Act 1958, let me be very categorical. Section 16 subclause 1 says that if any place which is under the occupation of ASI, if that place is a temple or a shrine, the ASI will not do anything which is inconsistent with its character. And as per section 18 of the act, ASI will give access to the plaintiffs or the devotees, whatever is the characteristic of a place. So, यहाँ पे जो विष्णु मंदिर की बात हो रही खुजराव में, यहाँ पे मंदिर मस्जिद का डिस्प्यूट ही नहीं है. मैं जो आपको अजंता एलोरा के केव की बात कर रहा हूँ, मंदिर मस्जिद का डिस्प्यूट ही नहीं है. From naked eyes it's a temple, but ASI ने क्या किया है? I did lot of research in RTI. ASI ने क्या किया है? हिंदू मंदिर को कैटेगराइज किया है लिविंग मॉन्यूमेंट में और नॉन लिविंग मॉन्यूमेंट पे. जिस मॉन्यूमेंट में पूजा हो रही है, ASI हैज टर्म्ड इट एज लिविंग मॉन्यूमेंट, और जिसमें पूजा नहीं हो रही है उसको टर्म किया ASI ने एज नॉन लिविंग मॉन्यूमेंट. अब कितनी बड़ी है कि हिलेरियस बात है, आप इसको जरा अप्रिशिएट करिए. एज रिसेंटली आई वेंट टू जबलपुर, वहां पे 64 योगिनियों का मंदिर है, 64 योगिनीज का, जो बहुत बड़ा तांत्रिक मंदिर माना जाता है. वहां पे देवी देवताओं की मूर्तियां तोड़ दी और बाहर ASI का बोर्ड क्या लगा हुआ है कि अगर अब मूर्ति को किसी ने तोड़ा तो 1 लाख रुपए का फाइन है. तो जो मूर्ति ऑलरेडी टूट चुकी है, अब उसको रेस्टोरेशन के कोई प्रोविजन नहीं है. जो ASI का एक्ट मैंडेट करता है दैट यू हैव टू रेस्टोर. सो ASI इज कंप्लीटली इलीगल व्हेन ASI इज कैटेगराइजिंग इट एज नॉन लिविंग एंड लिविंग. भाई मुझे एक लॉजिक बताइए, नॉन लिविंग मॉन्यूमेंट लिविंग बनेगा कैसे जब आप वहां पे पूजा करने नहीं दे रहे हो? जब आप उदयपुर में सास बहू का मंदिर, वहां पे सिर्फ बोर्ड लगा रखा है कि ASI का मंदिर है, वहां पे वेडिंग फोटोग्राफी हो रही है, हाउ विल अ नॉन लिविंग मॉन्यूमेंट बिकम अ लिविंग मॉन्यूमेंट? So ASI is completely illegal, and where is the remedy? The remedy lies, there is a legal principle. You be remedium. Where there is a remedy, where there is a wrong, there is a remedy. So we approach the law courts, and the law courts tell that go and ask Lord Vishnu.
I had also raised this question that why does anybody have to go to the court? The ASI should anyways be looking at ways to restore this idol. There's no conflict here. But are you not worried that you yourself practice in the Supreme Court and you're making such allegations against Supreme Court judges themselves?
See, I am not making any comments on the judges of the Supreme Court. Please understand. My comments are on the issue of judicial discrimination. And I'm speaking with record. Whatever जितनी मैंने आपको इंसिडेंट्स बताए हैं, कोई मैं इंडिविजुअल जज के बारे में बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट अ माइंडसेट. अगर आज मैं आपको बोल रहा हूँ कि एक सुप्रीम कोर्ट के सीनियर एडवोकेट है जिन्होंने अपना चैनल खोला हुआ है, और जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जजेस रिटायर होते हैं वो चैनल पे आके अपनी बातें रखते हैं, अपनी आइडियोलॉजी रखते हैं, तो जब वो कुर्सी पे होंगे तो क्या इशू होगा? आज मुझे बताइए, जस्टिस रोहिंटन नरीमन ने एमडी फाउंडेशन के लेक्चर में कहा कि ये सारे केसेस नहीं चल सकते हैं, ज्ञान व्यापी मथुरा और टेंपल रिक्लेमेशन के. क्या हमारे पास कोई ऐसा सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जज है रिटायर्ड जो कहे कि हाँ भाई ये केसेस चलने चाहिए, ये सिविलाइजेशनल इशू है? You have to understand. The question is, there are 17 Supreme Courts in this country, not just one Supreme Court. 17 Supreme Courts are there, and every court is taking a different view.
Okay.
So we have to understand, and that's what I'm saying. The parameter is that when these judges are retiring, post-retirement, what they are doing.
So
आपको समझ में आएगा कि जब वो कुर्सी पे थे तो क्या माइंडसेट रहा होगा.
So several people are talking about this mindset that you're also talking about, that there is a mindset that you can take liberty with the Hindu faith, nobody would object, because of the tolerance of the community, there is no repercussions, while for other communities, these comments are not made at all. In fact, extreme care is taken. So how will this mindset be solved? What is the solution?
The solution is that there has to be live telecasting of all the courts. The solution is that in the courts, when these kind of lawsuits are there, the cases have to be heard on the merits and not on the ideological basis. The solution is that when you approach with these kind of cases, what is the research you have done? What are the remedies which are available? That has to be monitored rather than an ideological view of a particular judge. This is what I'm saying. When I'm speaking before you, I'm well within my domain. I know what is the line of contempt and what is the line of legal provisions. But the fact is that if there is something wrong, as a soldier of this institution, as a member of the Supreme Court Bar Association, it's my duty to point out that, sir, there is something erroneous which is happening. There is something discriminatory which is happening.
Okay. One advocate has even written to the CJI that these comments should be withdrawn. There are precedents to it. Do you think that is the bare minimum that can be done, at least in this case?
See, this is not a parliament that if something is said that it will not be taken on record. No, what has been said has been said. जो मुंह से निकली हुई बात है और जो बाण से निकला हुआ तीर है, वो कभी वापस नहीं आता है. वो तो अब हो चुका है. अब there is no remedy also to withdraw the comment. There is no legal provision.
Okay.
So बात ये नहीं है. मैं शिवानी एक बात कह रहा हूँ. Please try to understand. This is just not an isolated comment. Please try to understand. जब केस बाबा रामदेव का भी चल रहा था, there was a comment which was made that we will rip you apart, which itself was contemptuous. So you have to understand that there has to be a decorum in the court proceedings. There has to be live telecast of the court proceedings. The courts have to more focus so far as legal provisions and research are concerned. And when a matter goes before the court, it is only the law which must prevail.
Right. Right, absolutely. No, in this case, definitely, that is why the outrage is there, because it had nothing to do with the case. It seemingly mocks the faith of the petitioner coming from the CJI nonetheless. Vishnu Shankar Jain, thanks a lot for joining us. Now, fresh off the success at the Grand Swiss, winning the second title for a second consecutive time and qualifying again for the candidates next year, India's R. Vaishali spoke to me earlier today about her success, the charming moment on stage with brother Pragananda and her mother. She also praised fellow compatriots Divya Deshmukh and Kuneri Hampi, who also won their spots at the candidates, setting up an interesting clash of the Indians. I'm joined now by none other than India's chess star, Vaishali, who's joining us after becoming the first player to defend her Grand Swiss title. So 2 titles back to back. With that, she's back at the candidates as well. Vaishali, first of all, how does it feel with this, with another feather in your cap?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, feels very good. I'm very happy with the way I played in this year. Yeah, I'm excited and looking forward to the candidates next year.
You know, there is this video of you, your brother and your mother that has gone viral, you know, where you're celebrating together. Just share a little bit about that moment that you all shared.
Yeah, I got this huge trophy and it was after the ceremony, like someone asked, like maybe we 3 can join for a group picture, and yeah, I was giving my trophy to my mom. Like I also needed some help to carry the trophy, and yeah, that was the moment. And I think like all our family, like we are very happy that yeah, I'm qualified to the candidates. Yeah, by winning it.
What did your brother tell you? Because he's a chess prodigy himself.
Yeah, he's very happy with the way I played, and I had a tough tournament before this event in Chennai, and he's happy that I bounced back, and yeah, he also helped me so much in the preparation as well. I'm grateful to him. Yeah.
So what was that preparation like? Like, what did you have to do? What did you have to work on to bounce back so quickly?
Yeah, in the Chennai, just before, like 2 weeks before the tournament, I had played one tournament in Chennai, Challenges, and I almost lost like all the games, and it was a very tough tournament, and it took me some time to recover. Yeah, before the Grand Swiss, I didn't prepare much in chess, but I was just mentally getting ready. I decided like just to play freely, not to worry about anything, and yeah, I didn't have any expectations for myself. I think that change in mindset helped.
Yeah, okay. But tell us a little bit about how both of you, like you and Pragananda, prepare together or help each other. You mentioned that he helped you in the preparation for this event as well. So just give me an insight as to how this works between the brother and sister.
Yeah, we generally discuss a lot about the game. As for preparation in this tournament, like in few games I didn't know which opening to choose, for example. So when the pairing came, I checked for my opponent games and I asked his opinion, like his suggestion, like which line to play and so on. So he guided me in few games and it helped me to win games. So that's how
You
it
know, a
is.
lot
But
of comments coming in about that video and that those photographs. How do you keep it so simple, or how do you keep it humble or close to the ground? Because that is what everybody notices about your family, despite the successes that you and your brother both have had.
I don't know that. I think that's how we are, like since from the beginning.
Mm.
I think it just comes from our parents and grandparents. Uh, we have been taught to be like this. Like this is how we are. It doesn't matter like win or lose or whatever the success is, and uh, like this is how we are brought up. So I don't know how to put it in other words.
So, are you
Yeah.
telling me that your life has not changed at all, or you have not changed at all since all of the successes, particularly over the last couple of years?
Of course, it's not been the same. Like for example, when we travel together, we like our mom or preg being recognized in the airports and so on. Things are not the same, but we are trying to be like as same as possible. I mean, we are just the same people, and yeah, that's it. Like it's hard to say in words. Yeah, yeah.
Mm. So it doesn't take much work for you to mentally, consciously say that, okay, I should not change, despite my success or Pragananda's success, our family's success. Is this something you tell yourself consciously, or it comes naturally?
No, it just comes naturally. I mean, there is nothing. I mean, no effort to put in. Like this is how we are. This successes and all. Like it's just byproduct. And I mean,
Mm.
the what you are as a person, it's more
Mm.
important, and it just comes naturally. I think.
Hmm. Your mother travels as always with you
Mm.
consistently. She's that source of inspiration, but also that consistency that comes with traveling, because it can be very, very difficult, traveling all around the world for these very high intensity competitions. How does she take this load? Because it's a very important responsibility in many ways, and it can be pretty tiring and taxing for her as well.
Yeah, it's very difficult, especially when me and Prag play different tournaments. It's very hard. She travels with me to tournament, then I come back home, then she directly travels to Prag's place, and I think it's a lot of travel for her than for us. I think she's like everywhere and also manages home and other things. It's not easy to be my mom, I guess, and she has sacrificed a lot throughout the years, like for me and Prag, and.
Mm.
Like and also our father, like he
Mm.
doesn't accompany us to tournaments, but he's there managing all the other things like logistics and so on, and it's not easy. We are very grateful to our parents, and like especially during tournaments, when tournaments is not going in your way, it's nice to have
Mm.
someone from your
In your
family to
corner.
support you,
Yeah.
yeah, as a moral support, and it's great to have such a support.
But you don't discuss chess with your parents, is it? Or do you all sit and talk about chess as well?
I mean, they don't know so much, but whenever like I have some tough game, I would try to I mean tell her about the game like this.
Mm.
I did this, I did that. But although she doesn't understand, like I love to tell whatever I feel to her, and she makes me calm, and she knows that those tricks, yeah, how to help me recover. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
grateful to her. Yeah.
I also want to ask you about some of the competition we're seeing on the female side in Indian chess as well. Men's has had a few names that have been cropping up for quite some time. So, there's you, there's also Divya Deshmukh now, who's become a World Cup champion. What do you make of her successes? And this, would you say this is a healthy competition brewing between you girls for Indian chess?
Yeah, it's very nice. It was nice to see like she won the World Cup and like we had Ampik also winning silver. It was a very nice domination and I mean we have seen the Indian boys dominating in tournaments like back to back. Now we are also getting there. We are also like
Mm.
with my grandsis win and the World Cup two medals. Like it's great and also we won Olympiad together last year. I think all this will inspire more Indian girls to take up chess professionally, and I hope we see more talented girls up there. And yeah, it's nice to have like a lot of girls, yeah, at the top. Yeah.
So, are you all friends, or is there a good, healthy spirit of competition between all of you?
We are, I would say, we are teammates. We have played some
Mm.
team tournaments together, and we have had some trainings also in the past together. And yeah, chess is mostly about individual sports. So, yeah. So.
Tell me something. Divya recently played in the open category as well. Is this something that you have also considered? Because then she faced not just the female candidates but also, of course, the male players as well. Is this something you have also contemplated sometime?
Yeah, I've did it many times in the past. It's not something new, but in this Grand Swiss, it's important. The priority was to qualify to the candidates, and I mean, Divya did it convincingly in the World Cup a few months back. So she had the choice to play in the open section, and I'm very happy that she took this decision boldly, and she had some very nice games, and she had good results too. So definitely, this will inspire more girls to play in open section well, and it's very important, I feel. And we also had another female player like Goriachkina playing in the open section. Both of us, both of them had a very good result. So it's very important for the women's chess. Yeah.
I do want to look forward to the candidates as well. How are you going to prepare for this? What is your target this time around?
Definitely to win the tournament and to make it to the World Championship. But yeah, in the last few days I've been thinking about it, and definitely the last year's experience I hope will help. I mean, the preparation, the approach. Like last year, everything was new to me, playing the 24 candidates, and like how to approach and how to plan things. And think going forward, those experience I think will definitely help me for the next year.
Well, there is some time to go. So we look forward to speaking again, let's say in the run up to the candidates. Once again, many congratulations to you and to Pragananda as well for coming tournaments and future tournaments.
Yeah, thank you very much. Nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Vishali. I look forward to meeting you soon.
Yeah, see you. Bye.
Co-powered by. This is News 18 Network. India's largest news network.
के प्रायोजक हैं अग्रवाल पैकर्स एंड मूवर्स लिमिटेड, मैन विद द कैप, कॉल 9 300 300 300.
Welcome back. You are watching CNN News 18 and we're getting a piece of breaking input. Walt Disney owned ABC network is taking Jimmy Kimmel's late night talk show off the air indefinitely amid controversy over the comedian's remarks about the killing of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, which the company called offensive and insensitive. The network's action came just after Nexstar, one of the biggest owners of local TV stations in the country, said it will preempt the series for the immediate future. So that is a big update that we are getting from the US, where ABC has taken Jimmy Kimmel's talk show off the air indefinitely amid controversy over the comedian's remark about the killing of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, which the company called offensive and insensitive. The network's action came just after Nexstar, one of the biggest owners of local TV stations in the country, said it will preempt the series for the immediate future. So Jimmy Kimmel is famously known for hosting his talk show and is a quite popular comedian of the US, and we are joined by Sanjay Suri on this broadcast. Sanjay, if you could tell our viewers about the remarks made by Jimmy Kimmel about Charlie Kirk.
You know, the most pointed remark he made was pointed at Trump, and not for the first time. Trump has been a continuing target of Kimmel, as he has been of other comedians. In this instance, Kimmel made a remark that following the assassination of Charlie Kirk, Trump was expressing grief the way a 4-year-old mourns the loss of a goldfish. He also made some other remarks critical about Trump. Beyond that, he made remarks about the whole MAGA movement. MAGA, of course, is MAGA, Make America Great Again, and this is the body of Trump loyalists, considered a right of the center politically. He also said that the whole MAGA group is trying to make political capital of the killing. He made these remarks in his show. Following that, the head of the Federal Communications Commission which is like a media watchdog, warned ABC that the FCC will take action against them if they do not proceed against Kimmel. And after that, ABC announced that Kimmel's show has been pulled off indefinitely for the foreseeable future. This has been really a very long running show, the longest running, and by far it's been on since 2003. This has been an institution of the late evening comedy shows and news shows in the US. That now is off air because this whole issue about Charlie Kirk and the response to his killing has become a very sensitive matter here in the US.
Right, Sanjay. Sanjay, we are also being told that President Donald Trump has reacted to the matter. What has he said?
Well, President Trump has reacted triumphantly. He has said that Kimmel's ratings had always been very low and they have been a record low, lower than other people who have been taken off air for low ratings. And he then congratulated ABC for its decision. And of course, he has now been pointing to others that should be proceeded against. Trump has not been finding the jokes against him very funny, clearly. And he has long had a grouse with Kimmel, as he has had with other comedians as well. And so this decision from ABC is something that Trump is celebrating and congratulating ABC for.
Right, Sanjay. Sanjay, Jimmy Kimmel is also known as a strong critic of Donald Trump, and he, I think, supported Kamala Harris in the 2024 elections. If you could tell our viewers more about that.
Well, he would support almost anyone against Trump, and if the choice was between Trump and either Kamala Harris or someone else who would have been contesting in place of Kamala Harris, Kimmel would have certainly taken a position. It would be entirely in character for him to do so, certainly against anybody, against Trump, and in support of anybody who would oppose Trump or campaign against him. So to that extent, he was critical of Trump, not necessarily a die-hard Democrat, not necessarily playing the political game, but certainly it has been his view and long-running view, and he has been far from shy in expressing it, that Trump is not the best person to lead the US as president. He's made that view known for a long time, and Trump has reacted to that now.
Sanjay, Donald Trump has mentioned one another comedian in his post on Truth Social. If you could tell our viewers about that comedian as well.
Well, he has mentioned one other comedian, and he really has a grouse not against just one other person, but almost against anybody who criticizes him or presumes, as he would see it, to make fun of him. Trump has been the target of comedians. He's been their bread and butter really all through his first term, and now certainly well into the second term. He has been the butt of jokes. In fact, most comedians think that he does make their job easier. They don't have to do very much than point to Trump being Trump as something that they present as funny. So this is something that has been a continuing complaint of Trump, as it has been a continuing pattern really amongst just about all comedians presenting their shows here in the US.
Right, Sanjay. Many thanks, Sanjay, for gathering all that. That's Sanjay Suri from Washington, D.C. And we'll slip into a very short break. News and updates continue on the other side. Stay with us.
This is News 18 Network. India's largest news network.
कि प्रायोजक हैं अग्रवाल क्रैकर्स एंड मूवर्स लिमिटेड।
Good evening, you're watching The Right Stand with me, Poonam Birding. A deal between Saudi Arabia and Pakistan has now the world watching. Saudi was one of the first countries to recognize Pakistan after its independence back in 1947. In 1951, the two nations signed a treaty of friendship. That laid the foundation for decades of strategic, political, military, and economic cooperation. That relationship has now been taken one step forward. There is a strategic military agreement now, one that also encompasses Pakistan's nuclear arsenal. So, what are the contours of that deal? Is there a reason for India, for West Asia, for Israel to worry? And what may be the larger implications of this particular deal? Here's a deep dive. Pakistan and Saudi Arabia have signed a major mutual defense agreement. It's a move that significantly strengthens a decades-long security partnership amid heightened regional tensions. The deal, titled Strategic Mutual Defense Agreement, was signed by Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and Pakistan's Prime Minister Shahbaz